Welcome to another episode of the TUE Brew Review. This week we are checking out Firestone Walker's Double Barrel Ale. So this was the original beer that Firestone Walker, which is out on the West Coast, produced for sale back in 1996. And this is an homage to good old British pale ales and the British brewing process. The reason they call it double barrel is this is actually fermented in two different barrels. One is in the traditional stainless steel fermentation tank, but then they also take a small percentage of the fermenting beer and they move it over to a toasted oak barrel. And they let the fermentation continue in there to pick up some of the character of the barrel. And then they reintroduce that back into the stainless steel and finish out the process and bottle it, and away we go. So this is again an homage to the way that English ales were produced back in the day. And I know it uses a lot of the classic English style grain bills. Also uses English hops and the distinct English yeast characters. So I'm excited to tear into this one. Comes in a 12-ounce bottle, 5% ABV. These are very sessionable beers, so yeah, a relatively low ABV is on point. And oh yes, this so it's got a package date, and this was bottled 5 weeks ago, so it's still still relatively fresh. Beers of this ilk, you definitely want to try to drink as fresh as possible. So let's go ahead and tear into this. Okay, so we've got really nice copper color, got a real nice beige head, nice and foamy. Seeing some nice, I don't know if you can see the nucleation there, the bubbles rising up in the beer, but yeah, very pretty looking beer. Getting classic English pale ale aromatics like a toasted bread. Also getting some nice kind of little sweetness, little caramel or dark sugar like molasses notes in the aromas, but yes, very fetching aroma. Cheers. Again, classic flavors. Malt forward, kind of doughy. Definitely getting a little bit of the English yeasty character, like a little bit of fruitiness in there, which is to style for these types of beers. And I'm picking up a little bit of that subtle herbal hop bite, just enough in there to balance. And I can pull some of that oak character out of there. It's very subtle, but I am getting a little bit of that like a charred oak character in it. The body on this, it's light to medium. I really like the chew in it too. It's got a nice chew, and that may be the fact that some of this was fermented in oak. I sometimes get that in bourbons. They've got a good chew to them, and I'm getting that in this, but it's not heavy at all. Again, I'd say it's a medium light bodied, and really like the finish in this. It's got a nice, fairly crisp finish. It dries out pretty nice. The sweetness does linger a little bit, and a little bit of fruitiness, but again, that's all to style. So I think they nailed it. This is just a classic expression of a pub style English ale. So if you get a chance, definitely check this out. Once again, this is Firestone's Double Barrel Ale. Cheers.